Tying a tie is an essential skill for any well-dressed individual. Whether you're getting ready for a job interview or getting ready for a face-off with Harvey Specter in court, knowing how to tie a tie can make all the difference in your appearance and confidence. In this video, our goal is simple: to equip you with the knowledge and skills to master the art of tying a tie. We'll cover all the popular tie knots step by step. So whether you're a beginner or just looking to expand on your tie knot knowledge, you've come to the right place. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into the world of tie knots together. Let's get started. Now that we understand why knowing how to tie a tie is important, let's look at some of the most popular tie knots out there. Today, we'll be covering 4 main knots: the Windsor, the half Windsor, the 4-in-hand, and the Pratt Shelby. Each of these knots has its own unique style and characteristics, making them suitable for different occasions and collar types. Whether you prefer a classic, symmetrical look or a more casual and asymmetrical appearance, there's a knot for you. Throughout this video, we'll be demonstrating each knot step by step, breaking down the process into easy-to-follow instructions. By the end of this video, you'll have a comprehensive understanding of how to tie each knot with confidence. Let's kick things off with one of the most classic and sophisticated tie knots, the Windsor knot. This knot is perfect for formal occasions and pairs well with wide collar shirts. To tie the Windsor knot, start by draping the tie around your neck with the wide end on the right and the narrow end on the left. Ensure that the wide end hangs about 12 inches lower than the narrow end. Next, cross the wide end over the narrow end, forming an X shape just below your chin. Then, bring the wide end up and through the loop around your neck. Now, pull the wide end down through the loop on the right side, making sure to keep the knot snug against your collar. This will form the base of the Windsor knot. Finally, bring the wide end across the front of the knot from right to left, then tuck it up through the loop around your neck. Adjust the knot by holding the narrow end and sliding it up towards your collar. And just like that, you have the Windsor knot perfectly knotted around your neck. Remember, practice makes perfect, so don't be discouraged if it takes a few tries to get it right. Here's a quick tip. To ensure a symmetrical knot, adjust the width of the tie by pulling the narrow end while tightening the knot. Now, let's explore the half Windsor knot, a slightly smaller and more versatile version of the Windsor knot. It's great for both formal and semi-formal occasions and works well with most collar types. To tie the half Windsor knot, start with the tie draped around your neck, just like before, with the wide end on the right and the narrow end on the left. Again, ensure that the wide end hangs about 12 inches lower than the narrow end. Now cross the wide end over the narrow end, forming an X shape just below your chin. Then, bring the wide end up and through the loop around your neck, just like we did with the Windsor knot. Here's where the half Windsor knot differs from the Windsor knot. Instead of wrapping the wide end all the way around the knot, only bring it across the front of the knot from right to left. Next, tuck the wide end up through the loop around your neck, like the final step of the Windsor knot. Adjust the knot by holding the narrow end and sliding it up towards your collar. And there you have it, the half Windsor knot. As you can see, it's a bit smaller and more symmetrical than the Windsor knot, making it a versatile choice for a variety of occasions. Now let's move on to a more casual and asymmetrical option, the 4-in-hand knot. This knot is popular for its simplicity and effortless style, which is probably why it's the tie knot you've seen the most. To tie the 4-in-hand knot, start by draping the tie around your neck, with the wide end on the right and the narrow end on the left. As always, ensure that the wide end hangs about 12 inches lower than the narrow end. Now, cross over the wide end over the narrow end, forming an X shape just below your chin. Then, bring the wide end underneath the narrow end to the left. Next, bring the wide end back across the front of the knot from right to left. forming a loop around the narrow end. Then, tuck the wide end up through the loop around your neck. Finally, tighten the knot by pulling the wide end down while holding onto the narrow end. Adjust the knot as needed to achieve the desired size and shape. And with that, you are done with the four-in-hand knot. And as you can see, it's a bit more relaxed and asymmetrical compared to the Windsor and half Windsor knots, making it perfect for casual or business casual attire. Finally, let's explore the Pratt Shelby knot, also known as the Shelby or Pratt knot. This knot is named after Jerry Pratt, who popularized it in the 1980s, and Don Shelby, not Thomas Shelby, who was an American television journalist known for his signature knot. It's characterized by its slightly asymmetrical shape and medium-sized knot. To tie the Pratt Shelby knot, start by draping the tie around your neck, with the wide end on the right and the narrow end on the left. Ensure that the wide end hangs about 12 inches lower than the narrow end as usual. Now cross the wide end over the narrow end, forming an X shape just below your chin. Then bring the wide end underneath the narrow end to the left. Next, bring the wide end back across the front of the knot from right to left, forming a loop around the narrow end. Then, tuck the wide end up through the loop around your neck, just like the previous knots. Here's where the Pratt Shelby knot stands out. Instead of tucking the wide end straight up through the loop, bring it slightly to the right before pulling it through. This creates a slight asymmetry in the knot, giving it a unique and stylish look. Finally, tighten the knot by pulling the wide end down while holding onto the narrow end. Adjust the knot as needed to achieve the desired shape and size. And by the order of the Peaky Blinders, the Pratt Shelby knot is done. With its distinctive shape and medium-sized knot, it's a great choice for adding a touch of personality to your outfit. As we wrap up, let's appreciate the beauty of each tie knot we've explored today. Despite their differences, they all share a common goal: to elevate your style with sophistication and charm. And while clip-on ties offer convenience, nothing beats the personalized fit and polished look that comes from tying your own knot. Knotting a tie isn't just about fashion. It's a skill that exudes confidence and attention to detail, setting you apart in any setting. So, next time you reach for a tie, remember the satisfaction and elegance that comes from mastering the art of tying it yourself. Which knot was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. Stay sharp, stay stylish, and until next time, happy knotting! Don't forget to like and subscribe.